Brown County marks the nation's upcoming 250th birthday by planting a Liberty tree at Pamperin Park as part of a national campaign to teach new generations about the American Revolution. A plaque at the site explains how the original Liberty tree in Boston served as a gathering place for colonists protesting British taxes before and during the Revolution. The Wisconsin Society Sons of the American Revolution says the group's goal is to plant 250 Liberty trees across the country. Wisconsin already has around 40, including 3 in Brown County.
For 250 years, it started with our military and has continued on with them defending this country, first starting it and now continuing to defend it. And this is, to me, this is a huge thing to remember.
Pamperin Park was chosen because of its ties to local early military and milling history connected to Fort Howard.